A lot of y'all been hitting me up, leaving me messages, sending me the emails talking about y'all can't figure out why the sex has been lost in your relationship. Why does it seem like y'all used to have sex all the time and now you're not having sex that much, right? And you might be losing interest as a man. You might be losing interest in your partner a little bit, and you trying to figure out why, right? So in this series, bro, we're just going to talk about why you might be losing interest in sex in your partner, right? And then some of the things that come with that you can help change, because that's what we're trying to do. We're always trying to change and get better. So we're going to talk about why, in this video, why you might be losing interest in sex, or it might seem like you're not having sex as much. And then in the other parts of the series, we're going to talk about what you can do with specific parts of your relationship to further enhance y'all sexual activity, because you got to have sex, bro. If you and your partner are not having sex, you guys are eventually going to part ways. That is going to happen. A lot of you are in really good relationships and you're not having sex because of certain things that you haven't taken care of, or that you just lost sight of. So it is what it is, bro. We're going to rap about it. All right. So boom. Most of y'all met your partner, started dating your partner, started having sex with your partner at some point, turned into a real relationship. You were having sex on a regular basis, right? A lot of people say, oh, Mark, we was having sex every day, right? I know it might have been every day for like a month, bro, but that normally doesn't last for 6-7 months, because most of y'all have jobs, you have a life, you play sports, you're in school. You don't have time to have sex every single day. But I know what you mean when you say we had sex daily, okay? So that means a lot of times you had some type of intimate interaction every single day, right? And that's cool. That's what it's supposed to be. So don't let anybody ever tell you that, oh, that's not real life. And, oh, you should never think and once a week is good and once a month is cool. And no, you should be intimate as much as possible. If you spend enough time with that person, meaning somewhere between 10, 12, 13 hours a day, because we're counting when you go to sleep. Some of you guys live with your partner now. So if you sleep for 8 hours and then you're together 2 hours before you go to sleep, 2 hours after, bro, that's 12 hours. You know what I mean? If you're spending 12 hours with somebody daily, there should be some type of intimacy, every day if possible, for real, because that's what keeps you good. Things are going to happen in life, but you guys can control the intimacy part of your relationship. You can control that part. Now, one thing that happens, bro, that you probably didn't see coming is you got used to having sex with her. You got used to having sex with her. And bro, I know she's fine. Oh no, Mark, you don't understand. She's real pretty and she's real sexy and she dresses real nice. And I know, but you're used to having sex with her now. Before, you weren't used to having sex with her before. It's very simple. When that changes, your interest starts to change a bit. It is what it is. Bro, if you eat the same food every single day, I don't care how good the food is. I don't care how well prepared the entree is. You're going to get used to eating it, and it is not going to have the same pizzazz as it had before. That is human nature, okay? So this woman, who is an awesome person, who looks amazing, she's really active in the bedroom. Bro, you're going to get used to having sex with her. Some of you have gotten tired of having sex with her, right? And so, therefore, it loses its luster, okay? It loses the luster. That doesn't mean it still isn't good. If you got a new car in January, you're washing it all the time, bro. Every time you get inside of it, you got the new car smell. You can't believe you got this car. After 9 months, bro, yeah, it's still the same car. It has a couple more miles on it. It's still clean. It's still immaculate. But you don't have that same feeling when you get into it. Why? Because you got used to it. The value didn't go down that much, but you did get used to driving it. Now you're used to having it. You're paying for it, or it's paid off. So it's yours. So it doesn't have the same luster to it. And that's the same thing with a woman. Don't ever think that these guys who have been with their lady 8, 9 years, 19 years, that they feel the same way they felt about her when they met her, especially sexually. It's not the same. There are different areas that grow, but sexually, they're used to it. So it does not have the same exact luster that it had on day one. It's almost impossible, bro. Okay? We're just wired that way as men. Okay? Women, a lot of times, they the sex for them gets better and better and better. You know why? Because they fall in love with you even more and more and more. So their emotions are tied to sex. Our emotions aren't tied to sex, or well, it shouldn't be all like that. So what happens is you're thinking that because she's possibly becoming more attracted to you and wants to have sex more with you, it's the opposite for you. And you're like, oh, it's something wrong. It's something wrong with me. It's something wrong with her. No, nothing's wrong with you, bro. That's just how it goes. That's just how you're wired. Because naturally, if all you wanted to do was have sex with your woman, bro, you would get nothing done. And how productive would you be in society if you wanted to lay up with your broad all day and have sex? You couldn't get anything else done. So not only are you starting to get used to having sex with her, but you know she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. So, bro, when you know something is going to be there tomorrow, the urgency to use it does not exist like it used to before. You get a new pair of a new piece of lawn equipment, bro. You're using it all the time. Then when you realize, oh, this is a good piece of lawn equipment and I don't have to use it every day, it's going to be here a month from now, then somehow it starts to just hang in the shed. And yes, you might pull it out and use it and it works great. But bro, you're used to it being there. It's not going anywhere. So when you get used to a woman being there, and now it went from you're dating her, you guys live separately. Now you live together. Now you're together. Now you have bills together. You might have a child together. She's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere, and neither are you. And that's a good thing. Very solid relationship. But bro, you don't have the urgency to have sex with her today, thinking, oh, I might not see her tomorrow. Remember when you started dating? You didn't see her every day. So the urgency was there. Y'all might have been 19 years old when you met. Now you're 25. The urgency was there. Both of you were living with your parents. So when you guys got together, you had to make it happen because you didn't know if you was going to get a chance in the next week or so. So the urgency leaves because you're getting used to this person being around and you know that they are going to be there tomorrow. That's what happens. So not only are you used to having sex with her, now you know she's not going anywhere. This is what also happens. Things change. Work schedules change. Life schedules change. Before, you guys had more time because maybe you guys had the same work shift. Now you change your work shift. A new shift became available and you want to make some more money, save up for a house. So you took the shift. Now y'all not around each other as much. Y'all might have had a baby or something. And so now the baby's up all day long and through the evening. And the only time you guys get to yourselves is at night. Before, there was no baby, so you guys could have sex 4 o'clock in the afternoon, fall asleep till 7, get up and do whatever y'all want to. Maybe have sex again. Okay, cool. It was like that. Schedules have changed because life has changed. It's not that you're not attracted to her the same way. She's still attractive. She's still attracted to you. But now you guys have this baby. Now you have different work schedules. Now you guys live a little farther from your job, so you're on the road a little bit more. You're not home as early as you used to be. She might have took a new exercise class, bro. And she's not home in the evening like she used to be. So a lot of times you guys would end up getting a shower, eating, chilling out by 7 o'clock. Now she's just getting home at 7:30 from the exercise class. Although it's positive, it's still changed your routine. So the routine might have changed. And so now you guys aren't able to have the space and opportunity to have sex like you used to. So things change, bro. Now, so too, you're in a relationship with her. So now you guys have little disputes. Not huge disputes, little ones. Who left the toilet seat up? Who left the TV on all night? Who didn't wash dishes? Whose turn is it to take out the trash? Who walked the dog? Who didn't walk the dog? Now there's little disputes that were not there when you guys didn't live together. When you were dating, you guys didn't have those disputes. You didn't share a dishwasher, bro. You didn't share bills back then. You didn't have trash to take out back then. You took out your own trash. She lived with her mom. It was different. So now that you guys have shared responsibilities, now there's all these little tiny arguments, or there's just you had to take out the trash because she didn't, and now you're kind of mad at her, and now you're not feeling her tonight. So you go to bed on your side of the bed because you're kind of pissed at her for making you take out the trash again. Doesn't mean you're not sexually attracted to her, but you're just a little pissed off tonight. A little pissed off, and you don't really want to touch her. You're not really in the mood for her. Could be the same way with her. You're watching the game too long. She wanted to watch a movie. The game went into overtime. She's a little pissed and went up to bed. By the time you came up to bed, you might have been warm and ready to go. Now she's not ready to go. She's sleeping. She got to get up for work tomorrow. Things have changed perhaps because you guys now stay together, you live together, your relationship has changed. So the intimacy department is lacking. It does not mean you guys don't like each other. Does not mean you don't love each other. Does not mean you don't want to be around each other. But things have changed. So now it shifts the intimacy. Now also too, when kids come into the picture, bro, that's a big deal. People say, man, listen, have kids. It's going to be so awesome for you guys to be a family together. Kids change things, bro. And one of the main things that change when kids come around is your space and opportunity to have sex. I don't know about you, but it's a little bit impossible to feel frisky with kids around. If you do, you should probably seek help. Even when it's your own kids, bro, it's a little tough to feel frisky, especially both of you guys at the same time. And even if you do you have space and opportunity to do it? Do you have a 1 or 2 year old that won't let you close the door in any room because they're going to come knocking on the door within 3 minutes? It's kind of hard to get in the mood, bro, when it's Bluey on the TV, when it's SpongeBob on the TV. It's kind of tough. Baby goes to sleep at a certain time. You guys are now just getting a chance to sit down and relax as adults. You might not be showered. You might not be ready for sex. So a lot of things can go on just because of you having that baby. And I'm not telling you not to procreate, bro. It's a beautiful thing. Have children, build a family. But it is going to change your sexual relationship. It is going to change the way that you guys are able to be intimate with each other, even when it has nothing to do with sex. Just laying on the couch watching movies, foot rub. Bro, it's hard to do when you have children running around all the time. So there are a lot of things that change. And as you grow older, your interests change. So whereas you guys might have hung out before, heavy. Y'all might have went bowling every Wednesday, went to the movies every Friday, went skating every Saturday. Every Sunday you watch football. On Mondays, it's your time to watch reality TV. Your life changed a little bit, bro. You don't like reality TV no more. She don't like going bowling no more. She don't like your bowling squad. So now a little bit of separation has happened. Not saying she don't like you and you don't like her, but you guys used to hang out a lot more because of your similar interests. But it's been 5-6 years, things have changed. So your interests change, you're not with her as much. The space and opportunity has also changed. You guys might have left the bowling alley and got a quickie out in the parking lot. Well, you don't go to the bowling alley with her anymore. How you gonna have a quickie in the parking lot? It's hard, right? So it doesn't mean that you don't like her. It doesn't mean that she doesn't like you. But these things change, and then they affect you in the bedroom. Because you spent so much time together, by default, you guys ended up having sex a lot of times. You ended up having these intimate moments. But if you spend less time away from the house, then now you're not in these situations. You guys used to drink a little bit. You'll have a buzz. You know how I go. One thing lead to another. But if you're not hanging out with each other in these establishments anymore, it's a little difficult to be in that zone with your partner all the time. It's not always going to happen that way. So listen, we ran over a bunch of things. They were just food for thought for real, because a lot of times I got guys coming to me saying, bro, I think it's over. I think I should break up with her. We're not having sex like we used to. I think she's cheating on me. We're not having sex like we used to. I think I'm going to cheat on her. We're not having sex like we used to. I think eventually we're going to break up. So I just wanted to give you some factors as to why you might not be having sex anymore. That does not mean your relationship is in shambles. It just means that your life has changed. So things are going to change when your life changes. It's not time to hit the panic button. All right? It's not time to hit the panic button. So what we're going to do is, in this series, we're actually going to break things down specifically on each video as to why having children might keep you from having sex, as to why your new work schedule and her new work schedule might be keeping you guys from having sex on a regular basis. Why your hygiene practices are so important when it comes to keeping the flame alive in the bedroom for you and your partner, right? Why you doing certain things outside the home translates into whether or not she wants to be intimate with you inside the home. We're going to break those down in detail, all right? So make sure you click the next video on the playlist, bro, because it's going to be some good information. And what we try to do is, bro, hold ourselves accountable as men and see the areas, first of all, identify situations, but see the areas to where we can improve and we can hopefully get the spark back in the sexual department in our relationship. That's all we're trying to do, bro. We're trying to get better, not worse, all right? Now, if some of the things that we talked about in this video, if it resonated with you, if it seems like something that's going on with you, or you have a friend that it resonates with them, right? Click the link in the description. Book a call. We'll talk about it. See if we need to establish a relationship to help you put together a plan, perhaps, to help you get through this period of time. You might need a family counselor, bro. You might need a sex therapist. You might need a therapist. You might need a personal trainer, a nutritionist. You might need somebody to help you in some other areas that I'm not qualified for. But either way, go down in the description, book a call, bro, and we'll try to figure it out together. And if we need to establish a relationship, we'll do that, and we'll work through the problems, man, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not on here just to talk a bunch of stuff and leave you with all these type of questions, man. I'm here to help you answer some questions and help you get to the other side of what your issues might be, all right? We got to hold each other accountable as men and help each other get to the next spot, because we're doing each other no good complaining, talking about problems, but offering no solutions, all right? So it is your man's. Mark my words. I'll be back at y'all with another one, all right?